Hi everybody, so it is Saturday night. Welcome to another week of Meals on the Seesaw. We're starting the week with Brinna, and this little beauty joined our family today, Ninja Dual Zone Air Fryer. It's been on my wish list for quite a long time, and they were running some good deals on the Ninja website, so I finally caved and got one as an early birthday present for myself. So the Dual Zone one is the one that you can sync. You can have two different things going at two different settings and sync it so it all finishes at the same time. So you could have a chicken roasting in here and some potatoes ready to roast in there, or other vegetables, whatever, or fish and chips or whatever you wanted, and it will sync it. You can also match it, which means that you just cook both compartments the same way at the same time, or you can just use one of the compartments if you're just cooking one item in the Ninja. So been really excited for this, and we decided to go for Brinna. So first off, I cooked some of the little tater tots I had it synced with sausages, so I've got chipolata sausages in there, and let them cook together. These were cooked on max crisp, which is like grilling them, and for frozen items like this, chicken nuggets, things like that, it's the best way to cook them. And then in the two drawers, so in this one, we've got some bacon that we cooked up on the max crisp setting, which is a bit like grilling the bacon. You can see it's got the little trivet in the bottom there, which drains away the fat. And then in the other one, we have got a dozen chipolata sausages. You can see just how big these compartments are. And these, we did them on air fryer, timed in with the tater tots, and then we max crisped them just to make the skins nice and crispy. Really happy with that. Caleb's been on egg cooking duty, so we've got eggs ready to go over there. I've just got mine to do. And then we've got some baked beans for Tony and I to have with it. So this afternoon we've been out to see a movie. Caleb, what did we go see?
Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick. It was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really good movie. Sorry, the flash is on, so I'm blinding Caleb with my... show everybody your arm too. How your arm's recovering? Because people have been asking. You can see he's going to have a scar there, but actually it's not too bad. And then when we got to the movies, the Air Force cadets were there, and they were... Caleb popped a pound in their collection pot, and he got one of these fancy Red Arrow badges as well. So we've had a good day. We've had movies, we've got our Ninja, and now we're going to enjoy our Brinna. And then tomorrow morning,
we're doing a park run.
You're off to park run again.
Yeah.
So a busy weekend. But for now,
bye.
Hi everybody, so it's Sunday night, and tonight we've got pie. And so this pie, if I just move over here, I can show you. There it is in all its glory. The filling is mushrooms, onions, some turkey mince, some thyme, I thickened it up, I cooked all of that together, and some bacon. Cooked all of that together, then I thickened it up with a little bit of flour, put in some chicken stock, and then popped it into the casserole dish, put a sheet of puff pastry over the top, baked it in the oven for 180 fan for about 300 minutes, 30 minutes. So 300 minutes, it would be looking a bit different to that. And I brushed the top with a little bit of egg to give it that nice crispiness. The potatoes were done in the active fryer, or the air fryer. It's not an active fryer anymore that we've got, it's an air fryer. And so these are just some salad potatoes that I halved. I seasoned them with a little bit of olive oil, probably about a tablespoon of olive oil through the whole batch, and some salt and pepper, some garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and a pinch of chili flakes. And then I cooked that on air fry 200 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, and just gave them a shake every so often until they were nice and crispy. And then we've also got some spring greens, which I just chopped up, boiled for 5 minutes, and then seasoned them up with some salt and pepper and some melted butter. So that is the meal for Sunday night, something a bit different. Got a little bit of gravy to put over the top, and we're off to enjoy this. Hey everybody, so it's Monday night, and we're starting the working week, the short working week this week, with pork, mince and noodle stir fry. So I was originally going to do this with black bean sauce, and then realised I didn't have the black bean sauce. So I've made up my own little kind of sauce for it with some ketchup, sugar, soy sauce and white rice vinegar, and mixed that all together. Added some water to bring it up to as much as I needed in the jug. And then I put in about a tablespoon of corn flour and stirred that through. I had cooked up some pork mince, some strips of pepper and green beans and some garlic, a little bit of spring onion. Once that was all nicely cooked and the vegetables was just starting to soften, I actually put the vegetables in separately and just kind of charred the outside of the red peppers because I like kind of a roasted red pepper kind of flavour to it, and then added the mince back in. Then I added in the sauce, gave it a good stir around, let it bubble up to thicken up with the corn flour in it, and then put in some noodles that I just cooked separately, some egg noodles, and stirred the whole thing together. So that is our Monday night pork mince and noodle stir fry. Hi everybody, it's Tuesday night and that is the last working day for the week finished for me and Tony. We've got a day off tomorrow and then we've got our long weekend for the Queen's Jubilee starting on Thursday. So we're having tonight, so Caleb's not eating with us tonight. He was out with friends today. He went back to theirs for dinner and then his friend has come here for a sleepover. So we've sort of done a split sleepover in that his friend's mum fed them and we're giving them a place to sleep for the night. So he's not eating. And we've got chicken cordon bleu or bleu, however you want to say it, pasta. So chicken cordon bleu is a very 70s, 80s dish. It's basically chicken with ham and cheese. And you can buy kind of like chicken Kievs that have the ham and cheese filling in them in the shops. But who really has the time to be slicing up chicken breasts and stuffing them with ham and cheese and for everyday kind of meals. So this is another one of those meals where you take some flavors that you quite like and you turn it into something different. So I took a package of diced chicken. I cooked that in a little bit of oil for a few minutes until it was nicely seared. Took that out of the pan, added in a diced up onion and some chopped up ham. So I just had kind of 5 or 6 slices of ham, not the wafer thin you wouldn't want for this, but just a regular sliced ham. You could also use a thick piece of ham and cut from that. Just chop that up small, put that in with the onion, let that cook for a few minutes, added the chicken back in, and then added some onion powder, garlic powder, parsley, a little bit of pepper, and some Dijon mustard, about a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Then I added into there about 750 mils or about 3.5 cups of chicken stock, and then 3 big scoops of pasta. And again, I've used my pasta pot with just odds and ends of pasta in it. It doesn't have to be anything specific. So there's a little bit of fusilli in there, there's some penne in there, and there's some other quite random shapes, I think, in there somewhere. And let it all come up to a boil. Popped the lid on, cooked it for kind of 10 to 15 minutes until the pasta was nicely cooked through. Then I stirred in just 3 tablespoons of double cream to give it that nice creaminess and a big handful of grated up cheese. Now I used Gruyere to give it that kind of Swiss cheese, which is the traditional cheese to use for this dish or for a chicken cordon bleu. But you could use cheddar definitely if you wanted to, but I had some Gruyere. So I grated that up and I put about half of the grated block in, stirred it through with the cream, and then I just sprinkled the rest over the top. Oh, when I put the pasta in, I also put in a few frozen peas just to put some peas in with it as well. So I didn't want to have something on the side with this, but it didn't really have vegetable in it. So I've just popped the peas in for something green. And then I sprinkled the rest of the cheese on the top, put the lid back on the pan, took it off the heat, and let it just melt the cheese. And then because it's a very retro dish, I've sprinkled some retro parsley over the top of it. So that is the finished dish. Again, very friendly for families, this one, with cheese and ham and chicken and pasta. And then you can see all of the yumminess in there. So you've got a nice cheesy pasta sauce, which is really chicken stock and cheese. You've got the pieces of ham. You could use bacon, but that wouldn't quite be the right flavour profile. So I've got ham, and then we've got a few peas just for something to add into it. I just thought it would be good with peas in it in reality. And this is a bit of a made-up recipe, so I've not followed any particular guidelines for this. It's just, a pasta dish that I know always works: chicken, vegetables, onions and whatever other vegetables you want to put in, and then making up a sauce with chicken stock and a little bit of either cream, or you could use cream cheese, but again that wouldn't quite give it the right flavour. So off to enjoy this on the start of our nice week off. So I'm working from home next Monday, But Tony has Monday off as well, so he's not back to work until Tuesday, and I'm not back in the office until Tuesday. So we've got really a full week before we're back at work, which feels like it's much needed. It's been so busy and so chaotic at work that I'm really looking forward to this next few days. But we're going to start it off by eating our Chicken Cordon Bleu Pasta. Hi everybody, so it's Wednesday night, or what feels like a Saturday night, we were just saying, because we've both been off today. We've got the long weekend stretching ahead of us, and it feels like a Friday or Saturday. It feels like Saturday because we've been at home all day. But it's been nice to have a kind of a little extra, cheeky little extra day off. But for dinner tonight, we've got some of the chicken bakes. So these are the Aldi chicken tikka ones. Cooked those in the actor fryer. I cooked them on 160 actor fry or air fry for about between 10 and 15 minutes, just until they turn nice and crispy on the outside. We've got more of the baby roast potatoes that I did exactly the same way as the other night in the other side of the actor fryer. And then we've got some lettuce, tomato, cucumber, pickled onions, and some beetroot as a little bit of side salad. So that is our Wednesday night tea to start off a long weekend. Hi everybody, so it is Thursday night, it is Jubilee evening here in the UK. I've been enjoying all the pomp and circumstance of the drooping of the colour and the fly past, and the lighting of the beacons is about to start. So very traditionally British, couldn't be much more British than all of the pomp that goes around a Jubilee celebration, but this 70 years is obviously very significant for our Queen. So been enjoying the day today, just relaxing, and I've used my Ninja Dual Zone again for dinner tonight with a bit of an experiment. So in here I've got some chicken and red peppers that I just chopped up. I combined them with a couple of tablespoons of korma paste and a couple of tablespoons of mango chutney, and just combined that all together, popped it straight into the basket, put it on air fry at 200 degrees for about 20 minutes. I stirred it every 5 minutes, and then when it just started to look like it was done, I put it on max crisp for 2 minutes, which just is like grilling, so it just charred the edges of the chicken on the top there, which is what I wanted. I've made up some seasoned wedges, just fresh potatoes cut into wedges. I've used a little bit of oil and some chip seasoning to coat them, and then cooked those in the other basket and synced it all so it was finished at the same time. We've got some salad and some flatbreads to have with that, and so that is our Jubilee chicken korma grill. I don't know what you'd call it, chicken korma traybake sort of thing, for our Thursday night dinner. Hi everybody, so it's Friday night and we're ending the week and our 2 little bank holidays for the Jubilee weekend with a good old Spag Bowl. So it's just a standard meat sauce made with minced onion, chopped tomatoes, some red wine stock, some Italian seasoning, some garlic, and a little pinch of celery salt. Just cooked that all together. Pasta was cooked separately, combined them all together because that's just the way we prefer to serve it. And then we've got some garlic bread slices on the side. So nice, quick and simple. We're going to have a games night for our Friday night. We have a game that we bought during lockdown called Outsmarted. It's like a quiz game, but you connect, all the players connect through their devices, tablets, phones, computers. So you could actually play with a family in a different house, you know, with other people. And they have quite current questions and adult and junior questions. So Caleb gets questions that are more suited for him, that he should be able to answer better. And it's quite a fun game. So we're going to have a game of that tonight. Caleb's got a football match in the morning. And then it's just really a normal weekend, although there's still lots going on for the Jubilee. For those of you that are not in the UK, there is still a lot going on for the Jubilee. There's a big concert tomorrow night. And I think that sort of brings the celebrations to an end. But it's been a really nice couple of days, just quiet and relaxing for us. We're off to enjoy our Spag Bowl, garlic bread, and a games night.